Yo. Testing. We're green, we're good. Cool. Peace, welcome. I recently uploaded a video where I was messing around with the Digitone 2. Recently got it in the mail, and that was like my first interaction with some of the new features on the Digitone 2 model. I previously had a Digitone 1. I owned it twice, and I actually got the Digitone 2 in replacement of the Digitac 2. So I had gotten the Digitac 2 a couple of weeks ago, messed around with it, and kind of like my setup here and the other pieces of gear that I have, and I kind of realized it was a bit redundant as far as like having another sampler, this is kind of like my go with me everywhere workhorse sampler sequencer. So ultimately came to the decision that the Digitac 2 wasn't needed for me as a sampler, but the Electron workflow is the workflow and the sequencer is fantastic, and especially being able to sequence the black box via an external sequencer, because as much as I love the black box and it has its strengths, the sequencer is not my favorite. It's cool, it works, it has its use cases, right? But I only make a certain kind of music with the black box, versus, having an electron sequencer, which allows you to do kind of like the probability stuff and the conditional trigs and, the parameter locking for like filter positions and stuff. It's just good. So ultimately I was like, I do want another electron box in my arsenal, but the Digitac was not the box that I was looking for. I had this intact at one point as well, but that didn't really mess with me as far as like sound wise goes, but the Digitone 2, man, I really dug the music that I made on the Digitone 1. And now the Digitone 2 having 16 different tracks and, an expanded machine algorithm, different machines and stuff. It's really enticing. So, yeah, long-winded intro, but today we're going to do another Digitone workflow walkthrough, but this time I'll be talking throughout the video, kind of explaining my thought process while diving into this new electron box. So we can get that started. Before I guess we get that started, the 404 in this instance is only going to act as let me turn off my. Okay, can we hear this? We'll do this. The 404 is only going to act as kind of like my audio driver. I got my headphones coming into it, and then I don't think, at least for the majority of this video, maybe I'll activate it at the end for its effects, but really it's just here to be a pretty machine on the side and act as our audio interface for these two guys, or for mainly this guy. So let's set that up. We'll press stop on this guy. Actually, it works from here. So yeah, I have the Digitone here, Digitone 2 here. I don't think it'll ever leave this position. I have some stuff that can fit right here really well. This goes with me pretty much every day when I go out to coffee shops or just into the world. It fits in. Did a video on my page a while ago that talked about this little case right here. It's a Evergoods Cap 2 liter, and this fits perfectly in there with some headphones and you know, actually I've been taking around a different case with me. It's a little like wandered camera cube, but it fits a couple more things that I like to have with me, but still, it's my everyday thing. This guy will stay here because it acts as a brain to the black box, which is great. So anyway, just for, let's save this. Let's create Digitone 2, just in case I want to sample anything during this session. So we got Digitone 2002. Cool. We already got Digitone 2001. So blank slate, we're all good. Yes, indeed. Let's just start a new pattern. Is there anything on here? Oh yeah, there's that. So we can, what are we gonna do? We're gonna go here, take out this. Let's clear this sequence for everything. Cool. All right. One thing that the Digitone 2 has that the Digitone 1 did not have is this concept of kits, like preset kits, you know? So that's pretty cool. I am not the best. And also in the new update, we're able to like, obviously this is my first time having the Digitone 2, but I guess previously you weren't able to, oh, I was in the presets. You weren't able to listen to the presets while scrolling through, but now you can. So for me, this is great. For somebody else that initially bought it, maybe they're looking forward to this, but I dig it. So I'm absolutely not the best when it comes to making my own kits and stuff. So I will probably be, you know, I'm one of those users that downloads people's packs and people's kits and presets. That's what I'll be looking for. I want to get out of this. I want to go to perform. I want to go to kits. Oh, okay, here we go. So like track 1 through 8, 1 through 16. Okay, cool. That sounds pretty cool. Can I, okay. So I can go add to preset pool, sort, select bank. Oh, so I'm in all banks right now. Okay, so I have all. So I guess, I don't know, how many kits do I have total? Okay, I only have 14 kits. Whatever. It's 14 more than we had previously, so. I feel like I like tiny. Ooh. Let's do Cave Diver. One of my most anticipated things when waiting to receive the Digitone 2 and the Digitac 2 was this Euclidean sequencer. So we're gonna mess around with that real quick. Let's press yes for the pattern. We will do 128. And I've just recently kind of figured out about this, so let's press play. Whoa, whoa, okay. What are we talking about here? We'll unmute everything, and then we'll also clear the sequence. Cool. All right, cool. Let's turn the Euclidean on. Let's do 9. Cool. So one thing that I like about this, because I'm not good with like time signatures and stuff, is I could just do like just do 9, right? But this thing right here, like the pattern change. So this means every 2 bars it'll. Oh, hold on 1 second. Let me see if I got my head wrapped around this, like pattern change. So it's a 9-bar length for my page. And pattern change, we could do every, like 16 it resets. Is that what I'm thinking? Let's do this real quick. Let's do a 4. So what happens when we, so that's the whole pattern, right? Does it only go through? No, it's going through the whole thing. Okay, I might have been mistaken on, oh, the reset. Okay, hold on. The reset is 128 steps, but if I want to, let's see, now we're getting somewhere, guys. So 16, every 16 steps, it'll change, right? But let's say I have this for the kick. Okay, so it's not going to go through to my second page because every 16 steps it'll reset, which the reason I was trying to figure that out is because that helps me when it comes to this right here, this like 9-bar pattern. You know, you see how it jumps back to 1, even though it's like what are they called, like polyrhythms, you know, or just like numbers. I'm a very simple producer, you know, or when it comes to making music, like that 4/4 kind of time signature, that's where I live. I've always made stuff like that and like kind of on that grid as well. But now with these like Euclidean rhythms, I'll be able to do kind of like a pattern that I wouldn't have thought of personally, you know, and it'll like stay in time because of this like reset, this like 16-bar reset. So that means I'll be within this like 1-page time frame. But let's actually go to 32 so I can be able to activate this right here. So you see how it's like first page, second page, bam, 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 bam. That'll allow me to kind of okay, so what does that mean for this guy? Oh, heard, okay. But I want this to be, okay, so I'll have to go back in here. And I want to bring this back down to 9, or, okay. So in order for this to, all right, cool. So at first, I don't know why I did that, but I saw that you can kind of like do this to lock it in and maybe like be able to change it. Oh, so now it stays at the 9. All right. Not exactly sure the benefit of locking it into, you know, the red keys, but we'll just keep it like that and we'll go forward. Let's do another Euclidean pattern. Why not? And we'll make this 19. Okay, sure. What's this? We'll even do a couple of these. Okay. You know where I bet locking it into red really helps? Let's see if this works. So we're in purple right now for this Euclidean thing. Okay, so probability affects it even in Euclidean mode. All right, but I bet I can't lock. Can I lock it? I can lock a step even when it's in Euclidean mode. Okay. All right. So I guess we'll just leave it in the purple for now, or this blue. One thing I do like that I saw has been recently added in the new firmware update is immediate access to the metronome. Which is nice. That's cool. So this is kind of ubiquitous for all Electron boxes, but one thing I love doing is like locking in. So I'll lock this in at 100. Got a kick, oops. Got a kick right here. We'll lock this in at 100. We'll lock this in at 100. And then once we've done that, we kind of have like a base of operations to be able to so I'll say one workflow point that I'll put a flag, I'll put a stamp on is this. Let's do a 8-bar, or let's do a 16-bar coming up. And kind of playing with this and just like having variations to be able to mess around with. Because kind of in line with what I was talking about as the kind of music maker that I am is, you know, being within these like structured things. Like I'll make a pattern, a pretty maximalist pattern, you know, like I'll fill up all the tracks and, you know, I have a tough time like taking things away, you know, if I was just left to my own devices, if I was just left to do whatever, I'd just keep adding and adding and adding. And I think this workflow of doing like a full, what's it called? It is called control all with the probability knob really allows me, and then also kind of locking in, you know, this kick on the one will always happen 100%, like being able to have like a constant in that regard, but then like everything else around it kind of, you know, and things become sparse. Let me see. So this is 100%, this is at 15%, but this will always happen, you know? So actually a good way to describe that, let's get like a synth in here, or just kind of like a pad sound. So we'll go to presets, load. I just figured that out, like when I got it out of the box before I started recording the other day. I was like, how do I put sounds on here, you know? So you hit track, you go to this perform button, preset, load, and then you'll figure it out from there, which sound you want. And I don't want this folded. Give me a normal for now. All right, let's look. Filter, clear. Let's go for a chord, sure. And then sort, select bank. So we're in all the banks right now. All right, let's do this. Sure, why not? So we will explore the new chord mode. It's like chord center. I think spread is my favorite so far. Let's go to fridge, I think. Sure. Okay. 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 So I know we want to lock this in, right? So we'll go to function 10 and 13. Press F, yes. And then we're gonna go that right there. Save to 9. Press yes to save. So now when I go here, I should have, all right, cool. So that's there now. Oh. So I want to save this one now. So let's go to chord save, yes. We're gonna save that, press yes. We're gonna put that on 10, cool. So now when I go here, I got, all right, cool. So that's gonna be that kind of workflow, saving the chords. So we'll go back to 2, I want this. So I want these two. Cool. Yes, here. Yes, cool. function. Yes. Yes. 12. So I should have all my chords ready for all right, cool. Cool, let's prep this for 2 bars or 2 pages. Cool. Yes, please. And then we'll record. So we got that locked down. One of the things that I really like in the new Digitone 2 is this right here. So I can go to note edit. I can go here to note edit. I think. Let me go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Damn. So let me do a different record. Okay. So I'm gonna go in. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Well, this is what I like. This is what I'm gonna try to do. So we got F, this like spread thing. That right there is pretty sick. I guess I'm just gonna have to press it. Let me go in, press that step, and then we're gonna tweak this a bit. And we'll do it for all of them. I think that's pretty cool. You know what, for shits and giggles, can you do the thing where you can like randomize something? Well, let's save everything first. We'll save, then we'll go in, go here. Okay, never mind, you can't randomize that page. But anyway, so that's cool, right? So what I want to do is I want to lock all these in. Probability. At least page 1 and page 2, the first one. So that's always gonna play, that's always gonna play. And then we can do this guy again. We'll do 8 bars. And then pop it in, bop, bop, bop. Maybe we should actually do 100% for the melody. We'll erase that guy, and then we'll do 100%, right? So it will always play. And then now we can do something cool. And here we go. Bop, 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 bop. Very cool. I know this is a Digitone 2 workflow video, but I just want to show you why having the black box is fantastic. Beautiful. Just imagine resampling that into another pad, chopping that up, and then sequencing that chopped version with the Digitone. Very, very cool. So this is where we are. We're at 20, almost 30 minutes, dude. All right. What else can I show that I'm like digging about this? I wish I knew off the top of my head how to do like the page looping thing. Maybe I can do it right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How do you do the page looping thing? Nope. Don't know. I'll figure that out in another video, I suppose. I don't know, man. I don't want to make this video any longer. I don't have like a script or anything, but I guess to close it out, that's some stuff. That's how I'm attacking this box. I'm just gonna fucking do what I wanted to do initially, so to close out the video, but you can stop watching if all you care about is the Digitone 2, but now we're just gonna get funky with it. So let's try this. Cool. All right, cool. So we are going to, let's not resample that just yet. So we'll bring it back up to its original thing. We'll go here. We'll go to slicer. Yep. We'll start it at the beginning. We'll go to grid. Let's just go to 16. And what I'm going to do is make sure on my pad page, my configuration, we will set this to MIDI channel 2. Right here, we're going to go to track 13, go to machine, turn it into MIDI. Yes. Press function, channel 2. Put my keyboard on. Go to chromatic. And we'll go to C. And I believe to start activating these slices, it'll be C2. Uh-oh. C2? 1, 2, 3. Let's not fold it. Nope. Nope. So what slice is that doing? That's going pretty far ahead. Is that D3? All right, so it starts at, I guess, C#3. C#3 is where the first slice starts. All right, so I guess we can lay some stuff down, huh? Why not? Let's try it out. Cool. Let's go to function. We'll mute everything else. We'll see what we can do with this. Boom, boom, boom. Go to quantize it. And how do I guess I can't randomize the notes. I guess I could do this though. So you'd have to be very intentional with where these notes are, because I don't think you can randomize like a page of the notes, but also you have to be like wary of like going out of the range of what you've chopped. Okay, so we got something, huh? Let's see what happens if we... So that's what we initially got. There's also this thing where you can prep mutes. Okay. Cool. And then we'll be able to activate the other one. That's pretty cool. Where we at 35 minutes? All right. That's cool. That's cool. Prep mutes. How did I do that? So obviously when I'm in regular mute mode function, but if I'm in track to hold it, now I can prep the mutes. Very cool. Okay, so we're gonna prep it. So if I had like a little remix, you know, if I was doing a show, I can go into my chopped version, prep these mutes, and then we're gonna mute this guy. That wasn't as sick, but you get it, right? Bam. Breakdown, bam, 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 bam. That's how I'm using the Digitone 2 right now, especially with the black box. This is sick. But yeah, in some future videos, I got this guy that I'm about to start incorporating into my flow. Can you see that? But essentially, I'm tracking out the black box has like 3 outputs, and I'm gonna track them through 3 different effects units, so I can affect them differently. So like the drums will probably go through like a distortion from here, and then I have the data bender, which is coming in, that'll like, maybe this like melody part will go through, and then an FX aid for some other wonky stuff. And then all that'll go into the 404, and I'll just record, you know, that session, right? So it's recording, let's prep the mutes. Yeah. And then you know, I'll have something like this. The idea of having the 404 at the end of all this chain, at the end of this chain, is one of these days I will take this 404 out in the world and perform some of this music. It's the idea anyway. So, all right. I'll catch you later, guys. That's it.